Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could test out this energy and dip our toes and see what's up for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all fantastic, my friends. But my guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find interesting. But let's get this first card out here. What do we got for Taurus, please? In late September, thank you. All right, so yeah, this is a huge card of spiritual protection, and I love when I see it. I do believe I've seen it for a couple of different zodiac signs this week, but this is a lovely angelic spiritual energy, which is a good way to start us off. It's similar to the Helping Hands card. We'll get into it, though. There's a lot to peel back. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the plugs, I promise. If you look at the imagery of this card, it's absolutely beautiful. You see this individual clad in red it looks like he's being carried along with these ropes, right, by these white birds. Now, in divination and symbolism, white birds are representative of those higher vibrational frequencies. We're talking angelic, guides, your spirit team, anyone that falls into that bracket. So it is light-based, it's beautifully angelic, and it's helping this person along. So this could be speaking about your spiritual journey. It could be speaking about assistance as well, whether you're giving it, whether you're receiving it. This is a protective energy. So some of you might need to hear you're spiritually and divinely protected here. And that even if you don't feel it, even if you don't know it, Spirit might be helping to guide you down a very specific path. This is a really good card to start. So we're just going to place it right here. And we're going to move on into tarot, my friends. We're going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. And I always say with that first card, it's just a footnote. It doesn't make or break the reading. But yeah, we're using the vice versa tarot. Let's see what we got. Shuffle it up one time for my beautiful Taurus collective. So, last week's reading, pretty positive. It was titled An Unexpected Victory, so I hope you've had one. I always say victories, wins, triumphs, they come in all different shapes and sizes. So hopefully something went your way. Hopefully you had some sort of accomplishment or something that bounced in your favor. It's been back and forth for the Taurus collective over the past few weeks. It's like we have a really positive reading, then one that has some challenges and warnings. So we're going to hope to keep it positive here. But as you already know, energy is super fluid. Only take it how it hits for you, because this could be the energy of someone else you're linked to, of course. But let's get it going here. It's all very personal, my friends. Let's get 3 cards for Taurus. Yeah, so we might be starting with a warning, which we had like 2 or 3 weeks where we have the 7 of Swords. This could just be that unexpected or hidden energy as well. Let's keep it moving. Not the best way to start, but it doesn't sink the reading. Okay, so we do have some of this emotional energy here with the Knight of Cups. This could be speaking about romance or your emotional state. Let's just put that right in place. What do we got? Let's get one more here. This is going to be an interesting one, my friends. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. We also have a bonus card for you this week, Taurus. So we're going to want to place that down. Angelic spiritual protection. We have Temperance showing up. So regardless of what this 7 of Swords is about, you're going to be fine. You'll be all right. Let's go through real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. It's going to be a very layered one this week. And I always say that with Taurus readings, it's usually very layered, very nuanced. But position number 1, the 7 of Swords, one of the rougher cards in the tarot deck. Nothing to freak out over. But you look at this individual. It's like a snake in the grass, right? It's a very slithery type of energy. It's an energy of secrets. It's an energy of liars and thieves. But in its most positive sense, it could just represent the unknown, the unexpected, like we saw last week. It could also speak about revelation, things making sense or things being revealed to you in this time. But it is a big card of secrecy, so we're really going to want to clarify this and see what it's about. Whenever I see the 7 of Swords, I say it could really be a warning of some sort. Now, moving over to the center, we have the Knight of Cups here, the Prince Charming himself. Now, this could represent a water sign that you're linked to. I generally see this as a very positive card. If it's not a water sign in your life, it's a silky smooth, creative, smooth talking type of energy. So very positive and beneficial. It could speak about love situations. It could speak about communication, emotional outpourings, talking, of course. But it is a card that's heavily linked with love and romance or one's emotional state. So we really want to dive deeper on that. Now, moving to the very back end. This is where it's going to start getting pretty intriguing to me. I mean, the whole thing is layered. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is a big energy of giving, okay? Yes, it could be a card that represents equality. Usually there's scales on it, so it's Libra-like energy. Could think of equal give and take or equality in situations. But when I see the Six of Pentacles, I think of giving, right? Either giving of yourself or somebody giving to you. It's very charitable. Whereas there's other cards that are clamped down and possessive. This one is very free-flowing. So we're really going to want to clarify this because it could speak about either action or something coming towards you. But very giving. Now, moving to the extreme back end, we got our bonus here. Temperance. Links in perfectly to the very first card of the reading. It kind of looks like they match a little bit, right? Like they're wearing the same outfits. We have Archangel Michael on the Temperance card. Some of you might just be linked to Sagittarius when this card shows up. But it does talk about patience, doing things in your own time, doing things in your own way. Slow and steady wins the race, of course. But when I see the Temperance card, aside from other deeper meanings, I do feel like this is a heavy spiritual connection or a heavy spiritual protection as well. So I do like this. You might be being guarded, divinely protected. Let's dive deeper on all of it. We're going to jump in and clarify. Pardon me. Let's shuffle it up one time for the Taurus Collective, please. Interesting stuff. And this could be multiple topics. It could just be one thing. You just take it how it hits for you. What do we got here for Taurus, please? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Seven of Swords. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages off the spread, you could drop it down in the comments and tell Taurus what you think. Tell them what you have for them. You won't be stepping on my toes, I promise. Let's get in on this Seven of Swords. Why is it here? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Thank you. Star in reverse. Not the best. Some of you might be having some dicey issues with an Aquarius here, but when I see the star in reverse, this is kind of like an energy of hopelessness. Yeah, this is a heavy energy of secrecy, so I would beware of secrecy in all forms in this time, whether it's something you're withholding. Could even be someone that is around you trying to keep something out of your field of vision. That's what this feels like to me, because the star, it is a card that represents, hope and positivity, wish fulfillment, but the energy this is giving me under the Seven of Swords is a little bit of bitterness as well. So you might want to watch the company you keep. I know I say that for you guys often, but there could be someone you're linked to that might be feeling very bitter. I might as well, oh, this is hopeless, or I'm hopeless, so I might as well do this or get this out of it. So beware of secrecy in all forms, because I always say what is in the dark shall come to light eventually. Okay, when the light of the star isn't there, when this guy's sneaking around in the shadows, beware of secrecy, okay? Because there could be things happening. We're going to keep pushing and see if we get more detail on this, but this is a hidden type of energy. There might be hidden snakes about, so we're going to keep going. Because, that doesn't feel like something being revealed right this moment. We're going to keep moving. Let's see what's going, okay? Yeah, and I will say this, that's kind of a disturbing energy right up front. Let's keep moving over. I don't want to get too stuck. Yeah, this is somebody that might keep their feelings about certain things very close to the vest and very guarded. Whether that's something you're purposefully doing or someone you're linked to, once again, we have that outside tie, the Two of Swords in the upright. Big card of secrecy. Big card of the hidden. Yes, it could be confusion. Some of you could have some confusion in regards to romantic situations, like why would somebody do this? Why would somebody do that? Did I make the wrong choice? Those type of things. But aside from that, this is somebody that keeps their feelings very close to their vest. They're not very forthcoming with it, right? They're not willing to share it even with those closest to them. And I'm not saying that's you. This could just be someone you're linked to that always keeps their true feelings about things behind a wall, okay? secret feelings, hidden feelings, this could absolutely be it. Okay, so not the best energy. We have warnings here once again, Taurus. So do with that what you will. We're going to keep moving. And of course, it can be other things. Like I said, for some of you, it could just be confusion about one's emotions, like emotional confusion, ups and downs, you know, a little emotional volatility, or confusion in regards to romantic things. We're going to keep moving. Interesting stuff. So why is the Six of Pentacles here? All right, that's good. I feel like this is kind of a happy ending here. We have the Knight of Wands underneath the Six of Pentacles. Like, this is somebody coming out on top at the end of the day. Like, if you don't let other people's like behavior towards you, or what people have done, how this person slighted you, how this person slighted you, if you don't hold grudges, you're going to come out on top. That's kind of the vibe I'm catching here. Like, if you can forgive, never forget, but if you can forgive, it's like you can come out on top of various different situations here. Now, for some of you, this could be a fire sign that you're very closely linked with that might be helping you through something. But when I see it underneath this Six of Pentacles, for some of you, I will say this, it could be the need or want to move on from something as well. Like, all right, I'm ready to put this in the past. I'm ready to throw my energy into something else. So we're picking up a lot of energies here on the back end, but I do feel like this is very positive that in the end, everything will be okay, especially with the spiritual protection. Remember, we've been reminded several times throughout this reading that you are a protected individual, okay, regardless of all this other stuff that's happening. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, because I feel like, yeah, things could pay off. Things could benefit you in the end. But let's go through real quick before we get the shadow card. In position number 1, we have the Seven of Swords with the Star in reverse. It was an uncomfortable type of energy. It was making me feel, watch those around you. Beware of secrecy in all forms. Beware of the hidden, whether those are things you're keeping from view or people might be keeping from you. Watch the company you keep, because this was the energy of a snake in the grass. I was also getting the vibe of somebody being very bitter, okay? Somebody possibly being a bit grudgy. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Cups with the Two of Swords. Confusion in regards to possible love things or romantic interest. Like, why would somebody do this? Why would they act like that? I don't understand. Or just confusion, like in that realm. But once again, it was giving me another vibe of somebody withholding or hiding their true feelings, right? Keeping it very close to their vest, whether that's something you do or someone else. Moving to the very back end, though, we have good energy to end us off. The Six of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. That's kind of like a happy ending. Somebody ready to like put things in the past, keep pushing, keep moving forward. If you can move through life and not hold grudges or not let the actions of others affect you and your outlook, if you can forgive but not forget, you can come out on top and keep that good energy flowing, my friends. But a lot of you could just be ready to like turn the page on a new chapter here. So please take a screenshot. Don't forget all the divine protection, Taurus. I really like it. We're going to get you one shadow card just to see what's going on. Yeah, that first alignment, I would say, made me feel a little uneasy. But let's see what's in the shadows. Maybe we'll get an answer here what that first alignment was about. What's in the shadows for Taurus? Please and thank you. Yeah, nice Shadowland Tarot. That first card popped right out before I even did a full shuffle. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. The card of moving away, walking away. And that was a little theme we were catching here on the back end. Easier said than done, right? Like moving away or walking away from things that don't benefit you or things that are harmful to you, right? It's hard to do things like that when we have emotional connections to things, behaviors, or people. But the Eight of Cups, when it shows up in the shadows, is just that. Somebody that can't let something go, okay? There might be some sort of wound, whether it's an individual that you can't quite let go, whether it's a feeling, whether it's a thought of them. You might need to heal from something, finally. And when I say those things, if it's resonating for you, you know what I'm speaking about. If there's that one thing that you can't quite let go of, Spirit might be asking you to shine a light on it in this time. Yeah, you might not be able to let go of it today or tomorrow or the day after that, but it needs to be processed eventually. And it was picking up sub-themes from what we were seeing in the spread itself. So Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Vice Versa Tarot. This is the deck that I'm using in all the readings for September, so if you'd like to get your name in, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite use for tarot? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month going into October, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.